for bearing with me, everybody. Okay, a couple more seated positions. Just really warming up the body, connecting in with breath for all of this. All right, reach out to the side. Breathe in, palms are gonna face up. Now, as you breathe out, bring your hands towards one another, tuck your chin around your spine. Inhale, open palms to the ceiling. You can push your heart up a little and even look up. Exhale, arms forward, press the palms together. Chin tucks in. Inhale, open, stretching through the heart lines, look up. Exhale, reverse, curl in. Few more at your pace. After this exhale, release the arms by your side. Big breath in and lengthen up. Big breath out, ground down. And we're going to come away from this seated position and come forward onto your hands and your knees and tabletop. Now you could stack the hands right underneath your shoulders. You could also walk the hands a little bit in front of your shoulders if that feels better in your wrists. Toes are tucked under. Spread your fingers wide. Take a deep breath in. Now on your exhale, just lift your knees a couple of inches off the floor. See if you can puff up your back, just like you do in that cat motion from table. Hold it there as you fire up your whole body. Deep breath in. As you exhale, push your hips up, downward facing dog. Let the head go heavy, looking towards the legs. Now feel free to adjust. You want to get a nice long stance in downward dog, so you can even come forward to plank as you breathe in. That's a good measure of hands and feet. And then as you exhale, press back to dog. Feet could be together or hip width distance. Hands are about that shoulder width, but you can always play around with that. Now keep stretching your legs, reaching back through your heels even if they don't touch. You can always keep that bend in your knees if that feels better on your low back. With every inhale, feel your spine lengthen. With every exhale, draw your low belly in and up. And from here, start to baby step your toes up towards your wrists, making your way to a forward fold top of your mats. Let the head go heavy, nodding it yes or shaking it no. You can hold opposite elbows in the back of your skull. Feel the weight shift forward and back. And release the grip you're holding. Hands to legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Shoulders pull in line with your hips. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, lengthen your heart forward. Nice long spine. As you exhale, folding over your legs. Keep pressing down with the balls of your feet. Inhale, last one. Halfway lifting, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. From here, bend in your knees, plant your hands to your thighs, lead with your chest, come up to stand. I'm gonna back up so I don't lose you. You're gonna meet in that mountain pose. Feet together or hip width. Arms by your side. You could do palms facing forward or palms into thighs. Option to close the eyes here and just feel your feet root into the ground. Spreading your toes. You feel that energy rise up from the earth. Getting taller with every breath in. Shoulders away from your ears with every breath out. Blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach your arms above you. Exhale, forward fold. As you breathe in, lengthen your chest forward. As you breathe out, hands down, step back to your plank pose. Now from here, rock the weight forward and back. You can always drop it to your knees for less body weight. You're just sending the crown of your head forward and reaching your heels back. Navel drawing in towards your spine. Now inhale, come forward and hold it. Exhale, lower your knees, push the floor away, come all the way down. Tops of your feet to your mat. Lift up one leg, stretch it back, lay the top of your foot down. Lift the other, top of your foot down, your legs have gotten longer. Draw your navel towards your spine, slight tuck of your tailbone. Inhale, lift the back of your skull, baby cobra. Exhale, pull your elbows down towards your hips. Now breathe in, you can stay. As you breathe out, you may lift a little higher. One more breath in. Exhale, come down to the floor. Through your toes or your knees, push yourself back up to plank. Hinge back to downward facing dog. Try to get into the same points on each of your hands. Really pressing firmly through that thumb and index finger. And as you breathe in, stretch your right leg back. As you breathe out, step your right foot in between your hands and lower your left knee down for a low lunge. You can always pad your mat or place that block under your back knee. This would be a good time too if you had your makeshift blocks or the real blocks, maybe that pillow, to use them underneath your hands. If it feels better, you can also just bring your hand to your front thigh. Let your hips sink forward, but keep your sternum, your chest, coming forward and up. Shoulders away from your ears. Deep breath in. Now as you exhale, half split, straightening out your front leg, toes come back towards your face. You might keep the hands forward to help you lengthen your spine, but you can also walk them back closer to your hips. Now stay active in that front foot, stretching forward through the ball of that right big toe, reaching back through your right sit bone. And as you inhale, wave your body forward, hands frame your right foot, tuck your back toes, lift your back leg. Let the hips sink forward, push your heart up towards the ceiling, breathe in. And as you breathe out, try to pull that right heel back towards your left toes. Left toes pull forward towards your right heel. Pyramid pose will straighten out both legs now. You can step your back foot in. Again, use those props under the hands if you need, bringing the floor closer. Chest forward as you breathe in. Hinge over your front leg as you breathe out. Let your head go heavy, tuck your chin. And rest your tongue just behind the top of your front teeth. Now, as you inhale, bend your front knee, come forward. Step back to plank. As you exhale, hold. Breathe in, shift the weight forward. As you breathe out from the toes or the knees, come all the way down to your mat. Stretch the toes back, lifting one leg at a time. Firm up your legs. Inhale, come halfway up, baby cobra. Stay, or as you exhale, maybe you want to press up to straight arms, full cobra. One more breath in, shoulders down your back. As you breathe out, lower slow. From the toes or the knees, push back to your plank. Hinge back to your downward facing dog. As you inhale, stretch your left leg up. As you exhale, step it between your hands, low lunge, patting up that back knee if necessary, and then find what's comfortable for your hands to the floor, to props, or your front thigh. Let your hips sink forward, lift your heart up as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, magnetize that left heel towards your right knee. As you breathe in, front body's going to lengthen. As you breathe out, try to pull your tailbone forward and up. Plant your hands down, half split, straighten out your front leg, toes towards your face. With every inhale, lengthen forward through the chest. With every exhale, forward fold, tuck your chin. Try to square your hips. And as you inhale, come forward, tuck the back toes, lift your back leg on your exhale. Firm up the legs without moving the feet, you're just pulling them energetically towards one another. Hips sink more with every exhale. Chest lifts a little higher with every inhale. Hinge back to pyramid, both legs straight. You can shorten the stance. Blocks are really great here, especially if you're kind of in between. It's not going to feel so great on the back. Might need to shorten the stance more. And some of you might even bring your hand to your front shin. Try not to lean all your weight forward. Press back through your right heel as well. Nice strong legs, sucking your kneecaps up towards the hips. Now as you breathe in, bend the front knee. As you breathe out, step back to plank. Toes with the knees, doesn't matter, but this time, try to come just halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana into the push-up. Inhale, you could stay with the cobra or push into upward facing dog, even looking up, thighs lifted. Exhale, chin to your chest. Push into the floor, send your hips back, chest towards your thighs. If at any point you need, you can always come to a child's pose, hips to your heels, forehead grounds, or even to that puppy pose to keep the length in your spine, hips above your knees, stretch your upper body forward. Wherever you are, stay for 5 more deep breaths. After that 5th exhale, lift your right leg up as you breathe in. Round your knee in towards your nose as you breathe out. Look forward. Step that right foot in between the hands. Back heel stays lifted. When you're ready, inhale, reach your arms up. And today, exhale, cactus at the arms. Now, as you breathe in, chest lifts up high. As you breathe out, square your chest towards the left, warrior 2. Straighten your arms out, reaching forward and back. And check in that you can still see that right big toe as you bring your right knee away from your midline. Left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. And sink your hips just that little bit more. Right palm to the sky as you breathe in. Reverse warrior as you breathe out. Right arm up. Left hand could come in front of your belly. You could also stretch it down your left leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your front foot. Lift your back heel. Stepping back to dog is always an option, or step to your plank. Breathe in. Lower halfway or all the way as you breathe out. Inhale, backward bend. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts as you breathe in. Round your knee towards your nose as you breathe out. Look forward, step the left foot down. Get your balance. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift the front body up. Exhale, open your chest towards the right, warrior two. Nice wide stance, arms out shoulder height. Stretch forward as you breathe in through the fingers. As you breathe out, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. External rotation of your front thigh. Still want to see that left big toe. Confirm the back leg. Deepen your breath to help you stay. Left palm to the ceiling, breathe in. Reverse warrior, left arm up above you as you breathe out. Right hand could reach forward in front of your belly or down your back thigh. Really feel the side bend here as you breathe in. As you breathe out, cartwheel your hands down, lift your back heel. Stepping back to dog or to flow, whatever serves you best. Always meet in that downward facing dog. So take what you need, listening to your body. And once you get back to downward dog, reconnect with your breath if you lost it. Slow, steady rhythms. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee in towards your nose. Set that right foot down. Inhale, sweep up. This time, warrior one, back heel down. Exhale, open warrior two. Little faster now, breathe in, right arm forward. Breathe out, reverse your warrior, keeping that side bend. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Exhale, down to the side angle, forearm to thigh. Left arm can stretch up by your ear or even circle around to your low back. Option to deepen your lunge and reach your right hand down to the floor or to a block. Rotate your chest and lean back. Pressing firm with your feet. Now you can stay here, but if you'd like to try a bound angle, lower your back knee to the floor first. Reach your right arm underneath your right thigh. Palm's gonna face out by your right hip. Left hand behind you. You're gonna try to go for a bind if possible. Might just stay here, opening your chest and working that shoulder mobility. You can try tucking the back toes and lifting into bound angle pose. Release the bind if you have it. Hands down, stepping back to plank, option to flow. You can push to downward facing dog. We'll meet there eventually. And then again, deepen the breath. You guys are doing great. Okay, let's try that left side. Lift up as you breathe in. Knee towards nose as you breathe up. Left foot down. Inhale's gonna pull you up, warrior one this time. Back heel to the mat. Exhale, warrior two. Open your chest. Strong through the feet. Left palm up. Breathe in, reverse warrior. As you breathe out, side angle, coming forward to the thigh. Again, right arm might stretch up or swing it behind you. Option to deepen your lunge. Lean back, open your chest to the ceiling as you breathe in. Can you squeeze your heels towards one another as you breathe out? Staying here, or feel free to try that bind. Lowering your back knee is gonna help. Maybe you just wanna stay here today, that's fine. Left arm is gonna reach underneath the leg, palm is facing out. Right hand to the low back, working towards the bind if possible. You can stay here feeling the opening through your chest and shoulders, or tuck the back toes and add the strength of your legs. Bound angle. If you have the bind, release it. Unravel, hands down, stepping back to dog or plank as you breathe in. Lower slow if you're flowing as you breathe out. Inhale, your backward bend cobra or the up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Should be at the back of your mats now. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. We're gonna go to Malasana, that yogi squat. So if you'd like to sit on something when we do that, feel free to bring it closer. You go as wide as what's comfortable with your feet. When you're ready, bend your knees. Sink your hips down below the knees. You could either keep the hands down, or you could bring them to the center of your chest in Namaskar, Anjali Mudra. If your wrists are feeling it a little bit, bring the back of your hands together, fingertips point down. And keep pushing your chest forward as you breathe in, lengthening your tailbone down with every breath out. Now, great place to stay. If you'd like to do a little bit of levitation, some flight at home, you can try your crow pose. So Bakasana, we've been doing it with elbows and knees touching, hands coming forward, shoulder width distance in our classes. Remember, you can also lift the knees up higher towards the triceps. You want to use blocks under the hands or a block under your feet or your head to help. Go for it. Hands shoulder width distance. Look forward. Try to lean forward, squeezing the knees into triceps. Triceps out towards the knees. Maybe just lifting one foot at a time, or try both today. And when you've had enough, we'll meet back into Malasana. Deepen your breath. And when you're ready, forward fold, resetting the feet about that hip width distance. You can even bring the back of your hands down as a little bit of that wrist therapy. You roll out the wrists. Maybe shake out your head. And from here, hands to legs. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stretch all the way up into extended mountain. Exhale, bring the hands back to mountain pose, regrounding. Option to close down the eyes once again. Finding that center point. Reconnecting with your breath, grounding down with your feet. And if you close the eyes, blink them open, and just step to the middle of your mats. Okay, a little bit of balancing work. I'm going to stay towards the back just so you can see most of my body. Okay, spread your right toes, ground them into the mat. From here, keep the strength of the midline of that right leg as you bend your left knee towards 90 degrees. I want you to press the back of your hand into the inside of your right knee, left hand on your left hip. can stay right here, or you could try reaching down, grabbing for the big toe or your foot. Inhale, everyone lift your chest, shoulders with your hips. Exhale, if you have the foot, try kicking it forward. Hand to big toe. Release the foot if you have it, bend your knee. And do a little flow here in this balancing. Now you could go to our regular tree, Vikshasana, with your foot above or below the right knee. If you'd like to try the half lotus tree, use your hands to help you lift your shin as high up as you can. Bring your left heel to your right hip, holding on with both hands. Slowly allow the left knee to lower. Now you can stay right there, or lift your left hand to the center of your chest. As another option, you might want to reach behind you and take a hold of the front of your right elbow. Remember, every shake's going to make you stronger. You can lift your arms up over your head. Bring your hands back to your hips. Lift your left knee up to 90 degrees. Breathe in. Now step that foot forward towards the top of your mat. Warrior 3. Bend your front knee. Shift your weight forward. Lead with your chest. Kick your back heel up. Now come forward and down as far as what's comfortable, but keep your back body engaged like cobra, even squeezing your elbows together. You could stay here or stretch your arms out for warrior 3, airplane arms. Last breath in, you guys got it. As you breathe out, bring your hands down. Step your left foot to the back of your mat, your right foot, and then your left. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet, meeting in the middle of your mat once again. Hang down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch up to extended mountain, looking past your hands. And as you exhale, come back down, mountain pose. Okay, all that again on the opposite side. So shift your weight into your left foot, toe spread. Keep the strength in the midline of your leg, all the way up towards your center. When you're ready, lift your opposite knee up. You can press the back of your right hand into your inner right knee. You could stay or reach down, hold the foot. Proud chest on the inhale. Exhale, kick. Keep pressing the floor away with that standing leg, big toe. Lower belly lifting in and up. Last breath in. Full breath out. Release the foot, bend your knee. Opening to tree, right knee right. You could do our regular tree or try that half lotus using both hands to help you lift your shin. Both hands can help guide the heel towards your left hip. Right knee gently lowers. Staying there, or lift your right hand to the center of your chest. If you'd like to try reaching behind you and taking a hold of your elbow crease, you can. Or take any other variation with your arms. And last deep breath in. And breathe out, release your pose. Bringing that front leg back up to 90 degrees, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward, hands on your hips. Bend your right knee, shift the weight forward, warrior 3. Lifting your back leg up. Energy out through the back of your left knee. If you ever need to, you can always make this a supported warrior 3, hands down to the floor or blocks. But with that lift in the chest, you could reach the arms out and pull your shoulder blades together behind you. Try to angle those left pinky toes down. Okay, torture's over. Hands down. Step back to downward dog. As you inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower down to the floor. Right into full locust pose. Stretch your arms back. Palms can either face your thighs or interlace your fingers. Legs are long like before. Press down with the front of your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hover your legs. Lift the chest up as you breathe in. Arms more back as you breathe out. And then slowly lower chin first. Hands underneath you, press back through your knees. Child's pose. Hands underneath you, rise up. And from here, I want you to sit down. And stretch your right leg out in front of you. Sole of that left foot in, half butterfly. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold over your straight leg. Taking a hold of your foot or your calf, or even hands down. Heart forward with your inhale. Shoulder blades down your back on your exhale. And I know that playlist is probably coming to an end. Things got a little bit different with technology issues initially, or lighting issues more than technology. So if you are following along with that playlist, why don't you go ahead and restart the last song. I'm starting to cool down for Shavasana. Coming back up. Now, if you're at the back of your mat like me, you'll want to come forward a bit. Okay, start by crossing your left ankle over that right thigh. And if you'll notice, my toes are really active in both feet, and I'm stretching them back to my shin. If I'm already feeling this today, I might just stay here, and you're actually going to twist towards your bent knee. Okay, for those of you who want a little more, bend that straight leg, sole your foot to the floor. You could stay in seated pigeon or scoot your hips forward, roll to your back, thread the needle, reaching your left arm through the space you've created, and hold on to that right hamstring or shin, back of your head to the floor or to a block. Couple of breaths. Now here comes the twist. So if you're down on your back, release your leg, but keep the figure 4 shape. You'll drop your legs over towards that right side of the mat, opening your arms into cactus. If you were in the seated pigeon, you could join us there, or you could take that first twist variation with your right leg straight. And just feel the skin around your ribcage soften with every breath in. Exhale and feel the back body sink down with every breath out. Okay, release your twist, unravel your legs. If you're on your back, rock and roll back up to seated. We're switching legs in that half butterfly now. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, you fold. Try to keep stretching your heart forward towards your toes and pull your shoulder blades back. And release the forward fold, rise up, setting up that hip opening posture. Again, option 1, staying here with a straight leg, bent knee. Option 2, seated pigeon. Or option 3, roll to your back. Thread the right arm through, taking a hold of your opposite thigh or shin. If you can't see right now, my cat bear just nearly her cameo. Wherever you are, keep that flexion of the toes back towards the shins. Slowing down the breath. Keeping it sweet and soft. And feeling the edges of the body get sweeter and softer as we slow down. Adding in the twist now wherever you are. Whatever version feels best. Twisting towards the bent knee if you're upright. And coming down to the back. If you're not already there, dropping your legs over to your left. Open your arms. If you're on your back, head back through center, legs back to center, unravel. If you're seated, come down to your back, and everybody hug your knees in towards your chest. Now, because of time, we're at the original hour mark. I'm going to go to 105 with Shavasana. So again, your playlist is probably just ending. Just hit pause if it auto plays to the next song. So I'm going to share with you a little reading. If you have to go, that's okay. Maybe come back for this 5 minutes when you can in your day. I thank you all for your patience with allowing me to set up the best viewing angles and best lighting. I think I figured out the best spot by the end. But know that Shavasana is the most important pose. And if you only have time for one posture, this should be it. So even again, if you come back to it, great. Make yourself comfortable so you can also layer up, maybe using blankets, sweaters, or socks. If you're comfortable, close down the eyes. I'm just taking in so much information. We want to tune in towards ourselves right now instead. And without any music playing, can you connect back with that sweet, soft rhythm of your breath? And the deeper you exhale, the deeper your body might sink into the mat. Letting the earth hold you as you relax down. And keep pulling your senses, your awareness back to center whenever they wander. And just for now, be here. Slowly releasing any breath control. Just let it be calm and natural. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite poems by Dana Folds. And it's entitled Just for Now. And just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. And just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. And just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience, and breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. And just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant. Just for now. Dana Folds. And if you're feeling good, you can stay. Stay as long as you need. And before I leave you, just take a moment here just to fill yourself with an attitude of gratitude. It might be today that you landed on your mat and connected with your body and your breath. It might be that we can even still stay connected through technology, even though we're not together, we are in spirit. And we'll continue to meet here virtually, probably once a week. And next time, hopefully, I won't have to figure out all the camera angles and lighting. It'll get smoother. And it's kind of like how the world is going right now. Things are always changing. And that's the one thing that doesn't change, is that nothing is permanent. Shift will happen. But when we can ground down and find gratitude for where we are right now, and just sometimes lessen the load of what we're carrying. So thank you all for your practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you all for tuning in. All of you, be well physically as well as mentally.